Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on a Monday night, August the 21st, and you are watching the world's most dangerous podcast, Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray, and I am your host, Stevie Ray. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Man, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I didn't. I was out there ripping and running in the heat. It almost killed me. But good news. I'm starting to get my stride back. Matthew, what's up? Real cool, what's up? Daniel, what's up? I'm starting to get my stride back. Man, this is how I know when things are turning around. I'll start to feel it in the gym, baby. I start to feel it in the gym. Yes. And man, slowly return. Step by step. Inch by inch. I'm feeling good, y'all. And that's why I'm glad everybody's here tonight. Now, last week we didn't have Jimmy on because I wanted to talk to you guys by myself. But Jimmy will be here tonight. Yes, guys, my birthday is tomorrow, but I won't be celebrating it until Friday. But I appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. Okay, now I talked to Big Dale. Everybody know who Big Dale is, you know. I talked to Big Dale this weekend, man. He wants to come on the show and talk some football, man. So we're gonna have to get him on, man. Either maybe next week, because that's the last preseason game, and the season starts, you know, a week after that, a week or two after that, something like that. So we got to get Dale on so he can talk about his Tennessee Titans. But guys, there's a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on. A lot of things going on in different sports. I've been hearing rumors about Shannon Sharp going to ESPN to be with Stephen A. Smith. When I first heard that before, I was like, no way. Who knows if it's going to happen or not? I still don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. But at the end of the day, anything is possible these days. Anything. Some of it makes no sense to us as an audience, as a viewing audience. No, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't make sense to me. Skip Bayless doing the show with Lil Wayne. What the hell does Lil Wayne know about sports? I mean, really? Sounds like Skip Bayless is trying to keep himself relevant with a young hip-hop audience. I would like to know why Skip Bayless wouldn't get somebody that's on Fox right now, because he know they'll eat him alive. And I've said this on social media. I honestly believe the times have passed Skip Bayless by. He's old news, like an old newspaper that been, when I was a kid, you know, certain people, you know when they haven't been home, the newspapers stack up in their driveway. That's how you know which house to go break in. Don't get mad at me. That's just how you know. Ain't nobody at that house because the newspaper, or either they moved out, one of the two. And Skip Bayless is old news, man. He's like an old newspaper that's been getting rained on, sitting in a driveway for a couple of weeks. Yeah, that's how I feel. Now, who is that? Stevie Ray. I want to see You and your brother. Brother, I've said this a zillion times. Somebody was asking me about doing a tag team. Harlem Heat is dead. Harlem Heat is dead. I don't even like people. People asking me about doing matches and stuff like that. I don't even address it. Stevie Ray's doing his thing now. You know, I just wrote a documentary. I'm writing a book. I'm podcasting. I'm doing everything I do in the media world. As far as professional wrestling goes, with all due respect, I don't give two shits about it no more. I really don't. Other than when I come on the show and talk about it. Harlem Heat is dead. We had a good run. The run is over. As far as I'm concerned, it's dead, bro. I really don't care about Harlem Heat anymore. It's dead. We had a good run. But I appreciate the sentiments. But at the end of the day, Stevie Ray is about Stevie Ray. I'm not about yesterday. I'm not one of those guys that like to live in the past, bro. But like I said, I appreciate the sentiments and I appreciate everybody. I hope we left a good residual for people to remember. But as far as it coming back, bro, come on, bro. I could care less. Seriously. Let's read some of the comments people got there. Everybody hollering at each other. That's what we do on the show, man. Everybody holler at each other. Have a good time with each other. You know. I'm good, Brandon. I'm feeling good, man. Like I said, man. I'm starting to get my mojo back, man. Alvin just asked me, do I still have the slapjack? Yeah, I know I got one. I might have two. I know I got one. I still got a lot of my memorabilia stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be auctioning off my NWO wrestling boots, man. I'm going to be auctioning that stuff off online. So, yeah, I still got a lot of old stuff. You know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, I just gave some stuff. We just did a show with WWE a few months earlier this year about lost treasures. So we put some stuff out there for charity and stuff like that. So stuff like that, man, I'm down with. As far as trying to reach back for tomorrow, you can miss me with that shit, man. Hey, Queen, what's up? I appreciate that stuff you sent me, Queen. I always do appreciate that stuff. You keep me up on a lot of stuff, a lot of research. Queen is always sending me things, man. Make you think about a lot of things. And my boy Nas always sending me stuff to make me think about a lot of things. So, you know, I appreciate you guys hooking me up with that stuff because it helps me in a lot of things that I'm doing right now. And I appreciate that. Who was that saying thanks for opening the door so hoping begin wrestling? There's that CPAC? Hey, no problem, brother. Like I said, man, I hope we influence people as best we possibly could. And that's one thing that I'm really proud about, you know. But, and if it influenced you, it's to help you in any kind of way, shape, or form, you know, whether it's from an entertainment purpose or whether you want to get into business and do, you know, professional wrestling yourself, man. Hey, man, if I influence you in any kind of way, shape, or form, man, hey, man, that makes me proud. That really makes me proud because that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. People should, that's how it was for me. I looked up to guys, okay, hey, I want to try that. I was always a big wrestling fan. Let me try it. You know what I'm saying? When people ask me who was your influence, really didn't have any influence as far as being a wrestler, but I was fans of many people, you know. Who was that? Ram said, I remember when Nelly was on First Take and he made Skip go to shame, spit in the straight back. Come on, man. Skip Bayless is a drip. You dig? The man is a walking drip. You ever seen a drip from a faucet? A drip. because time has passed him by, bro. That's why it was good for Shannon Sharp to get out of there. But in essence, Skip Bayless is actually holding you back, man. And I'm not saying nothing demonic towards Skip. It's just the fact that your brand of debating sports has turned into something else because these games, whether basketball, football, I don't care what it is. Has anybody ever heard the man talk about boxing? I mean, he's 20 years behind. And that's why you ever see a segment when he can talk about the Cowboys back in the day. Oh, he just goes off. Oh, he just in his element. Well, man, that was 1993, 1992. Nobody wants to talk about that shit anymore. It's a time and place to talk about yesterday. But, man, everything is about today. And he tries to put those yesterday sentiments in today's world. And it doesn't work, man. Not if you guys know what you're listening to. Seriously. It is what it is. Now, I've had guys over the last couple of weeks ask me about CM Punk and what I think about CM Punk right now. And like I said on other shows, I love it. I love it. I love it, man, because it's something different, bro. Something different. Anything different can keep people interested. And that's what I like. Keep me interested because I got a short attention span. I'm like one of the little kids in school that don't never pay attention, but for a couple of seconds. You know what I'm saying, Brandon? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate the sentiments, though. I get that all the time. Man, I wish you guys could do one more batch and blah, blah, blah. You know, and that's great. But you know, I've talked about it on the show before. I got other things in my mind, man. And once I got tunnel vision about things, brother, the last thing I'm thinking about is yesterday. The last thing I'm thinking about is yesterday. I'm thinking about today and tomorrow. And that's just how I'm built, man. Hitman, what's up? Enhancements guys live in Staten Island. I'm going to Iron Mike Sharp School. Iron Mike Sharp, man. Boy, I was a big fan of Iron Mike Sharp, who had an arm injury for 20 years. What's up, J-Dog? Man had an arm injury for 20 years, man. Iron Mike hit you with that gimmick arm. Boy, that was your ass. I love that, man. Skip Bayless let his on-screen persona overtake his actually. I think you're right, Matthew. I think Skip lives in his own world. And years ago, back in the 2000s, that was cool, but it ain't cool no more today because everybody can see through his facade. Everybody can see through it. And you suck nuts too much for me. I can't stand a person that suck another man nuts. I can't stand it, bro. Just to enhance yourself by labeling LeBron James as this, that, and the other. Well, what if somebody had a debate show back when Michael Jordan was playing? See, back in those days, you had to respect the players. But everything is like the Wild Wild West now. Even though you know Michael Jordan was out on the golf course, you know, gambling like crazy. Even if you know he was, you know, having affairs on the sides and all this kind of stuff. Couldn't say nothing about it. Now, you got a guy like LeBron James who's, hell, other than a couple of quotes here and there and blah, 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 the man has done nothing. I had a guy tell me on social media one day, oh, yes, he did when he left and went to Miami. Okay. Anybody that argues with an idiot, you're a bigger idiot. And like I told him, it's nothing more for us to talk about. Uh, but to take a person who's a person that's out there in the community doing things the right way, raising his family the right way. His sons are very respected and respectful. His wife is not trying to get out there and be Miss somebody, even his little daughter. And all the businesses he started, he's putting people to work. You know, when you got that many businesses, other people got to work for you. So you're creating jobs for people in one way, shape, or form. And you're not afraid to say something that bothers you, even though you know you're going to take backlash from it, because people these days, everybody has a problem with something. And that's the guy Skip Bayless goes to pick on and say some of the most demonic shit, like the other day. It was something in the news about why wasn't LeBron James at Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame gimmick? Well, didn't LeBron James' son just have a heart attack? Now, what's more important to me? Beside my son or being at some Hall of Fame speech? That's my son, man. I don't know how many people out there got kids. You don't put nothing in front of your blood, bro. Nothing. Especially not some ceremony. Come on, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Y'all know me. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not afraid. You know, I'm just talking about how so many of these people have taken from the annals of professional wrestling and made money off of it. Because only the dumbest of the dumb would follow that narrative. Would follow that narrative. Why? He's already starting. That's why Shannon Sharp got the hell away from him. Shannon Sharp needs his own. He needs his own gimmick, bro. He needs to be doing his own thing, because if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. One guy is a personality, which is Skip Bayless. One guy is a talent. There is a difference. Just because you're on television does not mean you're super talented. You might be controversial. You might have a certain stick about you. But one guy's leaps and bounds above that bullshit, because you can fake your way to the top. How many people did that? How many people has done that? You can fake your way to the top, but it's a bitch coming down. And that's what we're looking at right now. You think Lil Wayne gonna help you keep ratings up? You're a drip. You're like watching paint dry. Anybody ever painted something and waited for it to dry? It'll be all day. You might well go do something else. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp arguing is going to be loud. You'll be able to hear it on the TV. But you know something, Matthew? I'll believe that when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Because let me ask you something. Shannon Sharp is an ex-football player. Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Fame football player. Unanimous. What could Stephen A. Smith actually tell Shannon Sharp that he doesn't already know, and Shannon Sharp doesn't take it, turn it inside out, and make him see what's really going on? Because Stephen A. Smith is like a police officer. He's one of these, bigoted police officers that pulls you over, and you know the law better than him, but he can't possibly be wrong. That's why he gets so loud. And that's why he has to have the last word. Shannon Sharp will eat him alive, bro. This man ain't never played football. Anybody can talk about the player. Well, they got this guy. They got so and so at quarterback. They got so and so. We know he's a baller and blah blah blah. That ain't telling nobody nothing, man. Give me the meats and potatoes of a football team and what makes a structure of a football team be successful. You don't know. You don't know. There's more to the success of a football team than just the players. This is not basketball. Basketball, you can have two guys, and them guys can win enough games to go to playoffs. Can't do that in football. You got to have it all. You got to have it all, and you better have it every week. Y'all don't hear me talking. You don't hear me every week. That's what Stephen A. Smith does. You know. You know, he was at the school, never took it off. Hit me. Let's see who this is, y'all. Before we continue, we're going to get Jimmy on here in a minute.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you. No sound. Your picture is blurry and I can't hear you. Oh, you guys can see me. All right, guys. I can't hear anything. So maybe Stevie is working on the technical problems. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Yeah, it seems every time the phone rings, something does happen with the sound. Let's give him a couple of minutes to get back. All right. What up, Calcutta?
Okay,
There we,
Jimmy, you got me now?
there we go. I can hear you loud and clear now.
Okay, I had to dump out and come back in. Jimmy, what's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, you did something. The screen got real blurry besides the sound going out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was, like it's a clear picture now.
Okay.
But when that phone call came in, it got real blurry, and
Oh,
then there was,
okay. That probably
and then
has
there was
something
no
to do with it.
sound. So I thought
Uh,
it was an episode of Mission Impossible.
Hitman say, pick up AOL. I ain't getting no AOL, man. Leave me alone, man. I got what I got. I got what I got. I ain't getting no AOL. I don't even think I can get AOL. Down here, they get you in sectors. If you're not in a sector, you ain't getting it. But anyway, Jimmy, what's going on, bro?
You remember Enemy of the State with Will Smith and Gene Hackman?
Yeah?
He says, "You blowing up the building." Yeah, because you made a phone call. So I thought when your phone rang and you picked up, oh God, they canceled the show because he took a phone call. But no, I'm fine, man. Had a great weekend, and I just got up this morning about 3 o'clock and couldn't go back to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I listened to some stuff on YouTube. Professor Black Truth. Those guys, Tariq Nasheed, and those back off about 4:30, and then the alarm went off, and I'm like, shit, I don't feel like going downtown today. So I woke up again at 9 o'clock.
Oh,
And
wow.
I fixed myself some oatmeal, and I watched Hazel, and just sat around and caught up on a bunch of shit today. Just a whole
Uh,
bunch of things. Yeah, when I laser bug hits me, I make sure I do other things around the house.
hey, that's good, man. That's
To make up
good,
for
man.
that time. To make up
I
for
hear
that
you.
time, man.
I hear you.
But
Well, yeah, man. Well, last week, I had to address a few things. Then I took off Tuesday, which I've been doing a
oh,
lot of that. Then I've been doing a lot of that lately. We're
okay.
gonna pick the pace back up because it's getting close to football season now. So we got to pick the pace back up. And Dale called me, man. Dale called me, say he can come back on the show now. His working hours are different now. He posted a picture with his ghostwriter
Yeah,
that's helping him with the book, and I got to get Dale on. I almost got him on tonight so he can, address us with how everything is coming with the book.
Right.
I almost did that, but then I was like, nah, Jimmy coming on. I don't want y'all to get into it, man, and
Brother.
it's gonna turn into a bonfire,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
know
I'm
so.
confused, Stevie. I'm confused. He said his author and the creator. Well, wait a minute. If he's the author and the creator,
I think he meant ghostwriter though. I
yeah,
read that also. I read
I
that
know.
also, and I'm like, damn, if he the author, then what are you?
I know. But that's the funny part. That's the funny part. So I typed in, I'm confused. Like, yeah, most haters are confused. Oh my god.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know if I remember if I read that.
Yeah, I got yeah. What's on there? So yeah, most haters are okay. So I'm a hater because he can't get the subject and verb agreements together. So yeah. Okay. Oh, it's hilarious, man. But no, yeah, have him on next week to talk football because the season's getting ramped up, man. I know you guys are excited, right?
Oh yeah, man. Everything's getting close. I haven't had a chance to really take any notice to a lot of the preseason games like I've been wanting to, because I hadn't had other things going on, and it's hard to watch the preseason game now because nowadays they don't really let the starters play anymore. The
But
starters
Steve,
just don't play anymore.
they're playing 3 preseason games. Is that it now? 3?
Yes. Yeah,
Well, why
because
not?
they added the one game to the season.
Okay. Well, why not just
So
play
instead
2 games?
because they got to play 3.
One home, one
See,
away.
those games are all for the owners.
Yeah. I know.
They're all for the owners. Y'all don't get nothing out of this. This is all for the owners. So the contracts have nothing to do with the preseason game, just the regular season, if you know what I'm saying. So, that's what they wanted, Jimmy. What you're saying is what they wanted. But the Players Association was like, 18 regular season games is too much. So they were like, it's just too much on the players to play 18 games. So, everybody trying to get that dime, man. Everybody trying to get that bag, bro.
How many did they play in 1970 when it was 14 games? How
1970,
many preseason?
14 games. And they played 6 preseason games.
6 preseason games.
Yes.
Oh shit.
They
That's a
played
lot.
6 preseason games back then. And then in 1978,
Okay.
when they went to 16 games,
Okay.
they started playing 4 preseason games. And a couple of years ago, when they went to 17 games, now they play 3 preseason games. So yeah, used to play 6 games.
Wow. So they
Yeah.
they own the month of August and half of September?
No, it would start in pretty much, or the last weekend of July,
Damn.
because the season used to start earlier. The season used to start the first week of September. Not like the second weekend of September. It started the first. The playoffs games used to start in December.
That I kind of remember. Yeah.
Yeah, the playoff games started in December,
Yeah.
which was right around Christmas time. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
That kind of stands out because
Right.
I remember the Raiders. They came out with a video. We don't want to be home for Christmas.
and Super Bowl was the
Yeah.
second week of January.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything's have changed over the years, man. Now
Yeah.
they're all the way into February now.
Oh yeah.
Think
Oh,
about
shit,
it. Super Bowl used to be in early January. Now it's the second week of February.
Yeah. You remember when the game would be on? It would be on, and it was broad daylight,
Right,
and then 60 Minutes would come on.
right,
Not a damn.
right.
So, what do you think of this idea? Since you're big into football, what about moving that game to Saturday night, prime time? It could be huge. People have Sunday to rest and recuperate, and they can go to work Monday. Because I don't think there's a lot of productivity that Monday following the Super Bowl game,
You know what? Because of the
especially on the East Coast.
simple fact
Hmm.
that football has taken Sundays.
Okay.
It ain't but two things people think about on Sundays. That's church and football.
Okay.
And football has actually taken over Sunday more than church. So they not finna get that up for nobody.
Hmm.
If you understand what I'm saying. They not finna get that up for nobody because first of all, you got these Super Bowl weeks, that whole week of production and promotion and stuff like that. And Saturday is always a big deal for certain different pre-shows, pre-concerts, all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, they want you off, baby. They want you off and watching. Not on a Saturday night, because that whole day on Sunday is promotion, one thing after another.
And and I think you're right on that because if I remember correctly, Stevie, I believe the Super Bowl is what replaced the World's Fair. Remember, there used to be a World's Fair.
That's right.
There was.
You know something? You might be right about that. I'm not sure.
There was one in '84 in New Orleans. I remember that one.
Right.
And that was big, and that just
Brandon just said, "I take Mondays off after Super Bowl." Everybody does, man. Only half the nation goes to work on Monday, man, or they come late.
So the productivity goes down. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's bigger than big, and it's shown all over the world. And it is what it is, man. The Super Bowl. I'm just saying, I think eventually, I don't know when, but looking at how fast the world is changing, how fast everything is changing when it comes to media, don't be surprised that you have to have a certain station to get the Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
Uh-oh.
I'm serious. Don't be surprised, Jimmy, if you have to have a certain whatever, kind of like what they're doing with Thursday Night Football right now. Don't be surprised if you don't have to have something like that to watch the Super Bowl. Because I'm going to tell you, they're going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze that apple, or whether it's an onion or a turnip, they're going to squeeze it till all the juice run out, and we're going to think of another way to get money off of them. Now, J-Dog is saying Super Bowl is going to be pay-per-view. I don't know if it's going to be pay-per-view, J-Dog, but I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not saying pay-per-view, but you might have to have one of these alternative stations packages. I hope not, but the world is changing, bro. The world is changing. It is what it is, man.
Wow.
I'm serious. Look at Thursday Night Football now. If you don't have that, what do they call that, Prime? That Amazon Prime? You can't watch Thursday Night Football.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know it's all about the money, but I think Al Michaels made a big mistake going to that shit. Those games are horrible.
No, Al Michaels getting paid more money.
Yeah, I know, but he
them dudes follow the money, brother. He still work for the NFL.
I understand, but you need a good product for him to shine like he does.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: Al Michaels is not what people paying to see.
Yeah.
The people paying, you got to realize, football fanatics are crazy, and they're buying that Amazon Prime. Amazon already got 10 zillion people anyway, just getting their products. And Jeff Bezos got the money, and he want to get in on this. Don't be surprised if another Elon Musk or something like that start his own gimmick. And I get with the NFL and I get like I said, the Super Bowl. Or if not the Super Bowl, the playoffs. Some of the playoff games. Don't be surprised, brother. There's always those eggheads up there trying to think of another way to squeeze a dime out of you, Jimmy. They trying to figure out a way to squeeze. When I looked at the Thursday Night Football, first of all, a lot of people don't even like Thursday Night Football because the two teams don't really have enough time to recuperate from the weekend. So you're never going to get the best product. But they know that.
Yeah.
They know that. They just want a game on. And do you know this, Jimmy? Since we're talking about this, they're petitioning right now. Anybody can go look this up. Look it up, Calcutta. They are petitioning right now to do NFL on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't heard about this. Calcutta, if anyone remembers the 80s, the Saturday nights live had skip a week for the Saturday night main event. Yes,
Yeah.
because of the ratings were so high. Now the NFL are trying to dig in on that too.
Yeah.
So in essence, they're trying to corner the market, and everybody knows college football runs Saturdays.
Yep.
So they're trying to get a game on Thursday and probably have it on that Amazon Prime. So they might get rid of Thursday and move the game to Saturday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is out there. Look it up, Calcutta. Look that up for me. I was listening to somebody talk about it. I didn't read it. Somebody was talking about it because I got satellite radio, and I listen to my sports stations on when I'm driving around on satellite radio. And they were talking about that. And I was like, what? Saturdays? That's college football. Man, but it don't nothing surprise me though, bro.
Yeah.
If they got football on Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Monday, it's damn near all week long now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's why they want that extra game. They want 18 games in a season.
Yeah.
Because that will be one more, Jimmy.
Yeah.
One more. We do
Yeah.
2 preseason games, and the season starts.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm from the old school. I enjoyed Monday Night Football. You know, there's that
Right. So
game.
did I.
It was basically the game of the week. There was a Super Bowl atmosphere, and man, woo.
So did I.
You know,
I do not like Thursday night football. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I can't get. It's just not. I know they bought the paper, brother, but it's just not football on a Thursday night, man. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
come on, brother. I mean, woo. That's just a little bit too much football for me.
Yeah.
I would say take some colleges and put them on Thursday night. Take some top colleges and put them on Thursday night. What they got to do? Get up and go to school the next day. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be great.
They ain't doing it for a living. Huh?
Yeah.
You know, to some big name college programs. But, you know, what the hell do I know, man? But, Calcutta says Seahawks versus Packers. What are you talking about, Calcutta? What you talking about? Seahawks versus Packers. Calcutta put up that Seahawks versus Packers, but didn't put no caption attached to it. You thought, what are you doing, Calcutta? You need to be a little bit more. Do you think the NFL can compete with college football for their viewers? No, because college football is on all day. And each conference got their own TV station and stuff like that. I know, you don't want to compete against them. You just want that 3 hours. You just want that 3.5 hours. That's all you need. But I'm like, I just wouldn't want to see. College football has came so far and it makes so much money for those conferences. Why dig into that? But hey, man, it's their game. I just watch it. Well, Calcutta, I guess I said, Calcutta, look up the fact that the NFL is talking about having games on Saturdays. Oh, he talking. Oh, we know that. Well, yeah, they always got Saturday games on preseason, Calcutta. I'm talking about regular season. Calcutta said first Saturday game this weekend with Seattle and the Packers.
Or is that
No, it's
Saturday?
not. Huh?
Is that going to be Saturday?
He said this coming Saturday. Yeah,
Wow.
this the last preseason game. But I wasn't talking about preseason. I'm talking about regular season. They're talking about
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, regular season. I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ, don't we have enough? But hey, man, who am I to say?
Quickly, what are your thoughts on this? It's on HBO, the training camp, the Hard Knocks
Hard
show.
Knocks. I watched the first episode. I watched a little of the second one. I think they had one this past. No, it's tonight, right? It's tonight. I think the third one is tonight.
Hmm.
Either tonight or tomorrow.
I don't
They do
know.
it on Monday nights or Tuesday nights.
It's
I didn't.
probably during the week or something. Yeah.
No, it's during the week. Yeah, it's either Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember now. And well, they've been doing it for years, man. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you want to learn some of the inside scoop for who the new players are, who the old players are, what the coaches are talking about, and stuff like that, I think it's good to watch, almost like a reality show. If you're not, some are better than others. Some teams got better personalities than others. I think a lot of teams, because of the Jets, and a lot of people are not familiar with a lot of the Jet players. So I think it's good for the Jets. Now I don't think it's going to be good for them when the season starts.
That's what I'm getting to. In the 18 years this has been on, has any of these teams that appeared on the damn thing won the Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
Probably none. Yeah. It's just look. I don't like
Perhaps, perhaps maybe one.
Yeah.
One did maybe the Ravens back in the day. I'm not 100% sure
Yeah.
about that. Somebody listening might know.
After they won it, they were on. But yeah, just something about seeing how the sausage is made is just not good.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Right. Well, teams have done well,
yeah.
but that's so far from the Super Bowl
Yeah.
that you know a lot of people think it's a jinx because they don't like to take away from their focus.
Right.
A lot of coaches don't like taking, what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of teams throw their. It used to be a lot of teams was throwing their teams in the hat, and those guys. Now Daniel just said Baltimore. That's what I said. I think maybe Baltimore.
But I think after they won it, they were on the following year. But I may be wrong. But anyway.
No, I think they was on that year.
Okay.
I think they were on that year because Trent Dilfer was on there, and Trent Dilfer was gone the year
Following
after.
year. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. It just.
that Raven team was after. Well, you're right. Jack said it was after. I don't keep up with the Ravens. That's Queen's team. But at the end of the day, that's why they did. Oh yeah, that's why they did it because they had won the Super Bowl.
There you go. So
You're right, Jimmy. They did it because they won the Super Bowl. And then I think they brought Elvis Gurr back,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
who couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Elvis Gurr back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Raven team was.
Yeah, get rid of the
Yeah.
guy that helped us win the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, get rid of the guy that helped us win the Super Bowl. He's a bum.
Yeah,
let's
if
bring
they thought
Elvis.
that was going, if they thought that anomaly, if they thought that anomaly was going to happen again, they had another thing coming. Trent Dilfer was garbage, man. I like Trent Dilfer. I like Trent Dilfer, but he was garbage, man. I mean,
Woo! There were some people wide open in that game in that Super Bowl. They were wide open, and he couldn't get the ball to him.
I mean that whole. Whenever a team gets rid of you after a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
what are they saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I give him credit, the boy. When he's on ESPN or Dan Patrick show, he knows his shit.
Trent knows it. He knows the shit as well as a football player knows.
Yeah.
He
But he can talk. He can talk.
He just wasn't the. Trent was a number one draft choice.
Yeah.
But he just never made that big leap to the next level. He was good, but he was more backup good than starter good.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't really want to see pro on Saturdays. Somebody just said midnight. Yep. I don't want to see it on Saturdays either. But it ain't my call. Friday's high school, Saturday college, Sunday the pros. That's how it's been forever. But you know, some of these people want that. They want that paper, and they're willing to change everything. Like I
Yeah.
said, the world is changing, and
Yeah.
it's changing faster than we can keep up with it. The world is changing, and there's nothing we can do about it. You can bitch, moan, gripe. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. I'm serious.
Yeah.
They don't care. That's what they want you to do. The more bitching, moaning, griping we do, the more we spend money. It is what it is, bro. I'm serious. I mean, that's what you know what I'm saying? That's why the government will always keep people bickering with each other.
Yeah.
Then they put a little money in your hand. What you gonna do? I'm gonna go buy something so I can look better than my neighbor. Don't get mad at me. Oh, Ray Dog just tells it like it is. As long as you're bickering, you'll never see the man behind the curtain. That's taking all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking all the money, baby. Hey, look at them people right there. Look at them black folks. They moving up. Y'all better get mad at them. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah.
I just tell it like it is. Let's get mad at them. They shouldn't have this. They shouldn't have that. We should have the jobs. We should make more money. No, you don't. Mm-hmm. And who getting away with the loot? Who's getting away with the real loot? I know a lot of people don't know what that word is, but that means money.
Yes. Yes.
Don't get mad at me, Jimmy. I just tell it like it is, brother.
You do have a way of breaking it down.
Huh?
You have a way of breaking it down. You're old enough to remember this.
What's that?
What they used to say about black men, our focus. I know you've heard the saying before that we
Probably have.
the three things that we're concerned with. Number one is tight pussy. Number two is loose shoes. And number three is a place to hang our head at nighttime.
I've never heard any of
You
that.
never heard? Yeah, we'll talk about that one later.
Yeah, but it all reflects me. But I never heard it. I think I lived it. I don't know if I heard it.
Yeah, that's our main concern.
Yeah. Loose shoes, baby.
Oh my God. Have I given you a chapter to the book?
No, I can't talk about that.
I gotta say something funny. When I was on 2 weeks ago, we kind of kept it short because I had that. I was at the wrestling conference before and stuff, So family, we have a short show, and I say, Stevie, give me a call. I need to talk to you about something off the air, and we basically kind of resolved the matter in less than 5 minutes.
Right.
And I was going, okay, I'm gonna let Stevie go. 20 minutes later, we're still talking. That's what gets me. Okay, I mean, just we go off on a tangent about shit.
Right.
And we could be talking about Monday Night Football, and somehow it ends up on reruns of Joe Mannix. It's so funny. You know what I'm saying? It's just boom, 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 man. Hey, is Cal Cutter with us tonight? Is he still with us?
Yeah, Cal Cutter's on here.
Man, I got one for Cal Cutter. I want him to name a famous wrestler that was on an episode of Adam 12. I've been hooked on this FETV last couple of weeks, Stevie. And
a famous wrestler that was on Adam 12.
Adam 12, and they show all the, Lone Ranger, Rawhide.
Right.
Adam 12, man.
Oh, I'm familiar with it. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm
trying to think because I used to watch Adam 12.
Yeah.
A famous wrestler that was on Adam 12.
Yeah, AWA. At least he may have been in some other plays too, but
Was it Harley?
you are sort of close. You're in the H's. Hardball Haggerty.
I'm not familiar with him.
No, you don't know Hardball? Oh
No,
yeah,
I know Rock and Roll Zoom Off.
no. Hardball Haggerty. Back in AWA, back in the day. You know, original tough guy type fella, you know, just like a bar bouncer type.
Right.
And yeah, he was big in AWA back in the day, and he was in an episode of Adam 12.
See, I got 3 of those stations.
Oh, okay.
The Me TVs, because I get the Ruco stuff
All right.
on my
All
TV.
right.
My TV is Ruco, so I got 3 of those stations right behind each other.
Yeah,
They're like
that FE.
51, 51.2, and 51.3.
Okay. Well, here,
Yeah.
it's FETV.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, I just like to look at those old ass shows. Because,
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's FETE, it's Me TV. They're
Okay.
all the same stuff.
Okay, got it. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, they're all the same stuff.
So they
And,
showed 2 episodes back to back. And
Some stuff,
old Hardball was on there.
Right.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Old Hardball.
I'm
And
not
he
familiar.
played what he was. He played a professional wrestler that was in a wheelchair.
I think I know who you're talking about. He was in a lot of TV shows back
Yeah,
in the day, though.
yeah, Hardball.
The guy
Haggerty,
you're talking
yeah.
about, yeah, he was in a lot of stuff back in the day. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
never knew his name though.
Yeah, Dick
Yeah,
the
he became a
Bruiser.
he was one of the first pro wrestlers to become a character TV star.
Right.
I mean, he was in all kind of stuff, man. That dude made a hell of a living, and always playing a bad guy and a tough guy, always.
He played a bartender in the movie The Wrestler. Remember,
Right.
he was the bartender, and the Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch get into that fight.
Right,
You know, but he was the bartender.
Right.
Yeah, he was typecast for that kind of stuff. But
Oh my God, brother!
yeah,
50,000 it's 50,000 TV shows and movies back in that genre. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He probably had more work than he know what to do with.
Oh yeah.
You know. Calcutta said, "Are you talking about November 17, 1971? He was in the movies during the 70s and 80s."
Mm-hmm. That's
Yep,
him.
Calcutta. That's him.
That's him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he wrestled back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 70s.
Yeah.
And I think that's when he retired in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was towards the end then, but
Right.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, he had that mugger, you know, the guy that they need for a mugger. He had that look, man. That dude was on all kind of stuff, man. I never knew what his name was, man. But boy, I know exactly who you. I thought about him when you said that, but I was like, was he famous? I knew he was a wrestler though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. I was like,
That's a
look
good-
at here.
Yeah, because
You know,
he went on to do a lot of movies. A lot of people don't realize Tor Tanaka went on to do a lot of movies.
Was he in Goldfinger?
No. Tor Tanaka was in all kind of other.
Yeah.
You remember the movie? Oh my God, Tor Tanaka was in a lot of movies, man. I mean, playing a Japanese henchman,
Yeah.
and I think one of the biggest movies he was in was Black Rain.
Okay.
Remember that movie? He
No,
was
I
one
don't
of
know
the he was one of the henchmen in Black Rain.
Oh, cool.
Michael Douglas.
Mm.
Michael Douglas and them was taking a Japanese gangster back to Japan, and the guy got away, killed his partner, and the whole movie, Michael Douglas trying to catch the guy,
Okay. Yeah.
and the guy worked with the Yakuza. You know?
Yeah, I thought that was him, the guy with the hat in one of those James Bond movies.
Oh no, that
Who
movie
a
was
hat or
made.
something like that.
That movie was made in like the early '60s.
Okay.
You know, I think his career was just getting going then as a professional wrestler.
Okay.
Mike Mazuki. Is that his name, Jimmy?
I don't know.
That's what Calcutta said the guy's name on Adam 12 was. Mike Mazurki wasn't famous.
Well, that might be his
Jimmy-
real name. You know,
Oh, okay. Might
I
be
don't know
his
what
real
his,
name.
you know,
I
I
think
just
you're
know his
right.
hard bar. Yeah,
I think you're right, Dan Calcutta. That might be him.
yeah.
Peace and
Yeah.
blessings. I saw a video where you spoke about why you didn't want to go to WWE. Much respect to you for your position. Appreciate that, Robert. Yeah, appreciate that. All money ain't
Oh
good
yeah.
money.
You know who else was talking about that video? That
Who's
the
that?
guy complimented you on. Maven sent me a text about that. Says, yeah, man, I was just watching Stevie Ray's video, about, about why he didn't want to go to WWF,
Ah,
and and,
okay.
and that's another person. I said, we got to get him on
Oh yeah, we got to get him on.
because that little exchange led to a long ass text, and before you know it, we end up talking about Ted Cruz. It was just it's just
Right.
one thing.
He said, Jack just said Tor Tanaka was on Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, Tor Tanaka was in a lot of stuff, man. Go
Oh
look up his credits.
yeah,
Tor Tanaka said, forget wrestling, baby. I'm going to get this easy money.
yeah.
Where they pay for everything. Travel, hotel, food. These suits I got on. No real bumps. I got a stunt man. And if I do them, they pay me more.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You remember that famous the famous quote by Jamie Foxx?
What's
I think
that?
he was on Arsenio talking about the movie Any Given Sunday,
Okay.
and it might have been someone, but I think it was a talk show. Anyway, he's like, "Shit, no, if somebody hurt me, they going home." This is a movie. Jamie Foxx said, "Somebody hurt me, they going home."
Yeah.
And then they asked him about the beef between him and LL Cool J. He said,
Uh-huh.
"No, there's no beef. We're not gonna have two black men going at it.
Right.
All we had to do was keep extra chapstick on the set. He was messing with him." So even though he squashed it, he still got a little dig in, which was funny as hell.
Right, right.
Oh man. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah.
Tanaka was also in the 1993 Ninjas movie.
See?
Also with Killer Khan. No, Tanaka was in a lot of stuff. I remember I used to see him and stuff and go, man, that's Tor Tanaka. You know what I'm saying? He never was the star, but he was just in a lot of stuff. And I'm like, Maven has a great channel. I enjoy his perspective about working in the wrestling business as well. Yeah, we're going to get Maven on, Robert, and chop it up with him. Because like I said, I had Jimmy saw him at an event a few weeks ago, and I didn't really know Maven was still out there doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always wondered what happened to him. Because I'm like, the kid was good. I always thought the kid was, he was, WWE tailor-made for their product. But, and then after that, I was wondering why he didn't pop up somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Didn't you say he got into the acting business?
I don't remember him telling me that, but I think his perspective on the business, I think you would enjoy. That's why I said Ronnie Garvin would be one hell of a interview on this platform with you.
We got to get Ronnie, man.
You got to get him. You got to get him.
Got to get Ronnie. Me and Ronnie always have good conversation.
Yeah.
We always have good conversation. Cause we never worked together. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I always had the utmost respect for. I remember last time we was talking about airplanes. Cause he's a pilot.
Yeah.
He's a pilot. So we talking about airplanes.
I think both of them are pilots.
Oh yeah, you're right. Both of them are pilots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was telling me some stories, man, that had me dying laughing, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, had me dying laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm into that kind of stuff. So I'm on the bar, so I'm not asking about wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not asking. We talking about all kind of other stuff, and it just had me dying about some of the different things that didn't happen.
Oh yeah.
in the airplane flying business, man.
Oh man! Oh shit!
Oh my God!
The stories, man. Well, you remember the one with Magdal Vachon opening up the fucking door in the flight?
No, he didn't tell me that one.
Oh yeah, man. Back with Vaughn Gagne and them. He done opened up the goddamn emergency door. They finally landed the plane and Mad Dog, sorry. Got everybody killed on the damn plane. That was I can't think of who book that was in. They told that story, but I'm like, oh yeah, like I said, the backstage stuff with you guys to me is just hilarious because you can't.
I know I wouldn't want to be on an airplane with him
Yeah,
with somebody opening the
right.
goddamn
And this
door.
was, you know,
Man.
another private plane, man. You can't make
Right.
this kind of shit up that these guys tell you, man. The things that you guys have gone through. You know,
Oh my goodness, man.
it's the industry. But you know, you mentioned that you would see Tora Tanaka in a movie, several
Right.
movies. Like, see, that's what you call a good character actor.
Oh,
But you
that-
only knew him because of the wrestling connection.
Exactly.
If I had to be in Hollywood, Stevie, yeah, make me a character actor. No one knows who the hell you are. You make great
Right.
money. You
Mhm.
can travel. You're not
Okay.
hampered by, you know, you're not a prisoner of your fame or anything like that, man. Shit, them people get paid, man.
Yeah.
And same thing in your industry, because I was joking with some people a couple of weeks ago, like, what is George South doing here? What is he doing? But
Hey,
you know
George,
what?
he put
But
the wrench time
George-
in, bro.
But George is getting paid.
Yeah, most definitely.
Guess who else was getting paid? Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson had a crew of guys working for
Yeah.
Ole Anderson and Bill.
Yeah, he
Huff.
brought in enhancement talent.
That's what I'm saying is that, you know, these people are getting paid. You could goof on them, but they're
Right.
getting paid. They're making their money. You know.
Well, Jimmy, we've hit that time barrier.
All right, let's do it, brother.
But for everybody out there, like I said, Jimmy was going to be here this week, and he's here. And I hope you guys love the conversation, man. We had to lay a few things down. And as you guys know, I told you, man, I'm getting my mojo back.
All right.
I'm getting back in the house, man. I'm starting to feel it, Jimmy. I'm starting to feel it. Today was overcast, so it wasn't 120 degrees, and seeing the devil himself walk up and down the road. You know? But I enjoy watching your podcast. Your stories sound genuine and real. Looking forward to more stories behind the scenes. We do a few stories behind the scenes every now and then, Alpha Omega, but stay tuned. But Jimmy, any parting words? Everybody knows tomorrow night I might have Sonny on, I might not. Depends on how I feel.
Hey, man, hey, listen. I wanted to take a couple of pictures like that at the conference, but I was like, you would have been dragging for my ass. Jimmy, who? No. I had to take something like that, man. hey, but a meaningless picture, a Brett Sawyer, a Bugsy McGraw, Hey, man, listen.
All right.
Let's do it in 2 weeks. I'm going to find that clip
Okay.
of what I just told you about earlier, about those three things.
Okay.
So you can laugh too, okay?
I
man?
got a
Hey,
head,
brother.
Doc.
As always,
I got
brother.
a head. All right, brother.
B1.
B1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, tomorrow night, Sonny Ono will be here with some of his tall tales, and we'll do it again. For my man Jimmy Tibbs, I am Stevie Ray, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And like we always say, be one. Peace.